Hello everybody, it's Chibi, and today I'm here to bring you an anime review of Hitsugi no Chaika Episode 8. Now, we're very close to the actual conclusion of this series. As I've heard from a couple of Chibits, this series is only going to be 10 episodes long, if I've been told the correct information. And so, if that is true, we only have 2 weeks left, and then the series is done. So, I'm really questioning how they can really wrap this up in a good, decent manner in just 2 episodes, if it is just 10 episodes. Or regardless, even if it was 11 episodes, still, how are they supposed to wrap up all these different, little loose ends in just a matter of 3 episodes without it feeling rushed? That's the question I'm starting to wonder after this episode. But, I mean, Hitsugi no Chaika's always had this slow pacing about it, so it's never really felt rushed, so to say. So, I don't know necessarily if they will go down the rush path, or we might have an actual Season 3. I have no idea. But I've been told that this should conclude the series, so I don't know. We'll have to see where it goes. But, getting on to the factor of this episode of Hitsugi no Chaika, we get to see a couple of things introduced. In this episode, we get to see an army of Chaikas. That's one thing that really stood out in this entire episode to me, and it really did not have no explanation. There was no explanation really far into it in this episode. I don't know if it was explained multiple episodes beforehand, but I don't remember exactly zombie Chaikas. You saw the Chaika's arm come off, and it starts still wiggling around, and I'm like, what the fuck? You see an arm wiggling around after it got, completely disconnected from the original body of Chaika. So, very, very strange, very weird and strange. I mean, you see one of them, have a knife enter their head, and they still continue to move. It's like they're fucking zombies, but they don't have the weakness of a brain, so I don't know. It's very weird, the zombie Chaikas. I wonder exactly what they're for. Are they I guess failed experiments to make more Chaikas? Because you see a bunch of coffins in the room with these army Chaika things, these zombie Chaikas. You see these coffins everywhere. I'm guessing those might have been failed experiments or something, or I have no idea. I'm just very crafting right now. But moving on to the other points of this episode, we get a fight between Shin and Toru. Now, I'm just saying, Toru got wrecked. It wasn't even a fight. I can't even consider Shin versus Toru, or, Chaika technically. That's not a fight. That straight out was not a fight. He got wrecked and owned in under probably a minute and 10 seconds. It was fucking fast. He stood no chance. He was like a toddler trying to fight a bulldozer. That's exactly what Toru was against Shin, and I'm like, damn, dude, damn. So, yeah, the fight was incredibly one-sided. Even if Chaika was helping out, I highly doubt Chaika could have actually done anything against Shin, because he was just bossing. And he didn't even go and, go into his, red-haired mode. I forget the exact term. It escapes my mind at the moment. But pretty much, seeing this, it sets up for the upcoming fight between Shin, Toru, and Chaika. And also, we get a little bit of details and setup with this episode. Supposedly, after Hartgen actually killed Gaz, Emperor Gaz, it seemed like he got possessed by something. He became Gaz himself, or the second Gaz. He wants to be the second Gaz. That's what we find out by one of the retainers that Hartgen locked up. And it's really interesting finding out that he wants to start another war, and he kind of seems similar to Gaz. So, here's the questions I'm wondering, or I wanted to bring up, like a theory. What if Gaz is going to enter Hartgen's body and come out of his body or something, he's going to take control of his body? For instance, in this episode, they still don't technically know the motive of Gaz. They think that Gaz wanted to start another war after his death, and the overall, perspective of why he would want to actually make so many Chaikas, why did he do so much planning after his death, it's still up in the air exactly for what it is. And if I was a freaking ruler, a major emperor, I would want to, make my life, my inheritance, long-lasting. And I would actually want to be brought back if I was a great magician or something, or sorceress. So, yeah, I think Gaz will come back. It's already a given he will try to come back, and maybe he's going to try to come back either through Neva, or he's going to come back through Hartgen. I want to say right now, because they're still gathering all the remains, as we can see. The black Chaika is manipulating the red Chaika, the white Chaika, all the other Chaikas to bring the remains there, before they can have the remains in one place. So, the question is exactly, what is the motive of this black Chaika? What is her motive? What is she trying to do? That is the question. Where is Neva at? We haven't even seen Neva in this episode, so we don't even know what's going on with Neva. So, yeah. Episode. It's a very, very good episode. Sets up a lot for whatever is to come. And I'm just curious exactly what is the overall place in the story with Neva. Like, what does Neva have to do with the story? What does, you know, Guy have to do with the story? I mean, what does this Black Chaika have to do? There's so many questions, and it makes me wonder, can this series actually explain all these questions I have in under, like, 2 to 3 episodes? Is it possible? Without making it feel rushed or very forced? That is the question we have to wonder, or will we have a Season 3? But, episode, very good. I would give it a 7 out of 10. It's an average episode. It's nothing too spectacular, but it's nothing bad. It's a good episode. So, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Did you enjoy this episode? Did you hate this episode? What was your favorite moments? I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.